Hello and welcome back to Fatherhood and Family Law. I'm your host, Kendra Colley. Please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to me. If you're new here, thank you for your support. Again, Fatherhood and Family Law. This is just a quick series, just different information about family law, family court, and just shouting out all the parents and the fathers out there. So again, thank you for your support. We've covered a lot in this series, from navigating, like I said, family law, to communication and co-parenting, to healing and support. But today we're talking about something way bigger than that, we're talking about your legacy. So overall, just the impact you make for your children, and just really understanding what that really means. So when people hear the word legacy, they often think about money or something that, you left behind later in life. But as a father, your legacy begins, with what you built, what you're building, excuse me. So it's like the built conversations that you have, the time that you spent, and, the overall decision that you make with your child or your children. Your legacy is not just what you leave for your child, it's what you leave in your child. You get what I'm saying? Free game. So let's be real for a moment. Going through family court, the conflict and separation, that's huge, that's big. Those experiences, overall, it can shape you, but they also can make you better. They also can make you better. Get what I'm saying? So, and your child is watching. They're watching how you respond. They're watching how you handle the pressure. They're watching how you treat others. They're watching how you carry yourself through overall adversity. So again, those moments become part of your legacy. So remember that. And consistency over time, legacy will grow. It isn't built in one big moment. It's built over the time through consistency, showing up again and again and again. Get what I'm saying? So being there when it's easy and when it's not. Your child might not remember every conversation, but they will remember that you were there, that you cared, that you stayed, that you loved them. Tough love. They're going to remember all of it. So being present beyond the circumstances is very key. No matter what your legal situation look like, your impact as a father is still powerful. Still powerful. Whether you have full custody, shared time, or limited access, you still have an influence. So don't let anything discourage you. Just keep fighting. You can do this, Dad. You got this. So what you do with that time you have, it matters. Be present, not just in the physical, but mentally, emotionally, Put the phone down. I know it's hard. Put the phone down, no swiping, no nothing. Listen, engage in the conversation, and become the presence that create the connection. Teaching through the overall example. One of the most powerful ways you can build your legacy is through that example. Just don't talk about it, be about it. Your child is always learning from you. Even where you're not teaching directly, they're always watching and always learning. So they learn. They're watching how you handle conflict, how you manage your emotions, and how you treat other people. So ask yourself, what am I showing them? What am I teaching them? Because your actions speak louder than your words. They speak louder than what you're saying. And breaking those cycles, building new ones, it's key. It's powerful. For many fathers, this journey is also about breaking those cycles. Get what I'm saying? So maybe you didn't have the example you needed growing up. Maybe you experienced the absence or the inconsistency, but hey, here's your opportunity. You get to do things differently. You get to create a new standard, a new pattern, a new legacy. So remember, you can do this. And that doesn't require you being perfect. Perfection is not real when it comes to fatherhood or parenthood. It requires the needed attention. You got to give that time and attention, because defining your legacy as a father, you got to bring it all together. Your legacy should be defined by how you show up, how you grow as a dad, and how you love as a dad. You get what I'm saying? Not by your mistakes, not by your setbacks, but by your commitment to keep moving forward. Get what I'm saying? Let's go. Excuse me, I'm just getting over a little cold. But anyway, at the end of the day, your child will remember, who you learn from is in like your father is there and all that stuff like that. So be intentional, be present, be consistent, because, you're the father. You chose to be the dad. Your legacy, what your child carries tomorrow, So, thank you for being a part of Fatherhood and Family Law. This series is more than just information. It's about growth, healing, and building something meaningful. So, if this series has impacted you in any way, please share it with another dad who needs it. Let's continue to build stronger as fathers, stronger as families, and stronger communities. So, again, thank you for your support. I'm Kendra Colley, and I'll see you next time. Peace.